They say that miracles are floating all around us, invisible radio waves waiting to be tuned in. But let's be honest about how it actually feels. You pray, you ask for help, you beg for a sign, and sometimes all you get back is silence. You see other people talking about these massive spiritual breakthroughs, these moments of divine intervention where everything just clicks into place, and you're left wondering, am I doing it wrong? Is my signal too weak? Why is the line dead? Here is the hard truth that changes everything. It is not about praying harder. It is not about suffering more to prove you are worthy. It is about geometry. It is about frequency. There is a specific access code, a sequence of intentions, vibrations, and focal points that unlocks the specific frequency of Archangel Michael. This isn't some gate-kept secret for the spiritual elite. It is a language your soul already speaks, but your conscious mind has forgotten how to pronounce. Over the next few minutes, we are going to reconstruct that language. We are going to break down the specific mechanics, the prayers, the visual architectures, and the physical anchors that stop the static and open a direct, high-fidelity line to the most powerful protector in the angelic realm. We are going to turn that vague hope into a concrete, undeniable presence. If you are ready to stop talking to the ceiling and start talking to the divine, stay right here. To understand the code, you first have to understand the entity. Who or what is Archangel Michael? In the ancient texts, his name isn't just a label, it's a rhetorical question. Who is like God? It's a challenge to the darkness. It's a declaration that in the face of fear, doubt, and chaos, the light is absolute. He is often depicted as a warrior, but don't let the sword and shield fool you into thinking he's distant. His war isn't just in the cosmos. It's in the micro moments of your Tuesday afternoon. A blessing from Michael rarely looks like a Hollywood explosion. It's quieter and far more profound. It's that sudden, inexplicable spine of steel you feel when you have to have a difficult conversation. It's the split-second reflex that stops your car inches from an accident. It's a sudden clarity that cuts through a month of brain fog like a laser. This is what we are tapping into. We aren't trying to trick the universe into giving us things. We are tuning our internal receiver to the station where these blessings are already being broadcast. The first mechanism in this code is the most fundamental, yet the most misunderstood. Direct prayer. But we need to strip away the baggage of that word. Forget the rote memorization or the feeling of reciting a poem to an empty room. Prayer, in this context, is an activation signal. It is the moment you pick up the phone and dial. And just like a phone, different situations require different emergency codes. Imagine you are in a moment of acute crisis. Your heart is racing, the world feels dangerous, and you are spiraling. You do not have time for a sonnet. You need a flare gun. In these moments, the code is short, sharp, and visceral. You simply cry out, "Archangel Michael, please help me." Whether you scream it in your car or scream it silently in your mind, the key is the desperation and the trust behind it. This is a spiritual SOS. It cuts through the psychic noise instantly because it is a total surrender of the ego. It is you admitting, "I cannot handle this alone," and that admission is the open door he needs to enter. But you don't want to live your life only making emergency calls. You want a standing army. You want a perimeter fence. For this, we use the daily shield. This is a proactive calibration you do before your feet even hit the floor in the morning. You say, "Archangel Michael, please be with me all day long. Surround me in your bright, impenetrable light of protection and keep me safe. Release me from fear. Protect me, my loved ones, our home, and our possessions. Please guide me away from situations that could harm me. Thank you. Notice the structure there. You are asking for presence, then protection, then release from internal fear, and finally, gratitude. Gratitude is the seal. It tells the universe that you trust the request has already been granted. As you gain confidence, you can begin to construct a fortress with your words. There is a more comprehensive invocation that sets coordinates for your safety. You say, "Beloved Archangel Michael, I call upon your powerful presence to surround me. Stand by my side and protect me from the north, south, east, and west." You are literally boxing yourself in with divine light, covering every blind spot, shielding yourself from energies that do not serve you. Now, words are powerful, but the human mind thinks in pictures. This brings us to the second key of the code, high-definition visualization. If prayer is the text message, visualization is the video call. You are moving from a conceptual request to constructing an energetic reality. The most potent tool here is the blue light shield. In almost every tradition, Michael is associated with a deep, electric sapphire blue. This isn't a soft, passive pastel color. It is the color of the hottest part of a flame. To do this, I want you to physically get comfortable. Close your eyes and turn your attention inward. Don't just think about blue. I want you to feel it. Locate your heart space. Visualize a tiny, super dense spark of cobalt light igniting right in the center of your chest. With every inhale, feed that fire. Watch it expand. Feel the temperature of it. It flows down your spine, fills your stomach, rushes down to your toes, and surges up through your crown. You are now glowing from the inside out. Now, push that light outside of your skin. Push it out until it forms a solid, egg-shaped barrier about an arm's length around you. This is not a bubble. It is a force field. It acts like a spiritual membrane. Love and guidance can pass through, but negativity, malice, and fear bounce off it like water off a duck's back. Sit in that sensation. Feel the safety of it. Once you are in this space, you can perform spiritual surgery. We call this cord cutting. We all walk around carrying invisible cables attached to our backs, draining connections to toxic exes, stressful jobs, or past traumas. In your visualization, ask Michael to show you these cords. They might look like dark ropes or heavy chains. Then see him standing there with his sword, a blade made of pure white-hot light. Watch him swing it. Swoosh! Hear the sound of the cords severing. Watch them wither and dissolve into dust. Feel the physical snapback of your own energy returning to you. You aren't just imagining this. You are reprogramming your subconscious to let go of burdens you were never meant to carry. The third key is where we get tangible. We introduce the sigil. A sigil is essentially a circuit diagram for energy. It is a sacred geometric symbol that acts as a physical anchor for a spiritual frequency. The sigil of Archangel Michael is a unique design that serves as a calling card. By using it, you are bypassing the doubting, logical mind and speaking directly to the subconscious. You can print this symbol out, draw it, or wear it on a pendant. The magic isn't in the object itself. The object is a lens for your focus. When you touch that pendant in the middle of a stressful meeting, you are physically grounding that blue light visualization into the material world. You can place it on an altar, maybe flanked by a blue candle, to designate a specific zone of protection in your home. You are telling the environment, this space belongs to the light. We amplify this with the fourth key, the sonic vibration. Words transform reality, quite literally. Sound waves rearrange matter. When we use affirmations and chants, we are tuning our biological frequency to match the angelic realm. Simple affirmations are your course correctors. When anxiety spikes, you interrupt the pattern by saying, "I am protected by Archangel Michael. He guides me with clarity and strength." But if you want to go deeper, you can use the I am invocations. I am strength. I hold the sword with Archangel Michael. You aren't saying you are an angel. You are saying that the spark of God inside you is aligning with the archetype of the warrior. You are harmonizing with his vibration. You can even simplify it down to a rhythmic chant. Michael, 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 all is well. The repetition lulls the anxious brain to sleep and lets the spirit take the wheel. It becomes a heartbeat, a background hum of safety that follows you through the day. Finally, the fifth key anchors all of this into the 3D world. Physical talismans. We are physical beings, and sometimes we need something to hold on to. Crystals like lapis lazuli, that deep celestial blue stone with flecks of gold, act as batteries for this intention. Holding a piece of lapis while you pray bridges the gap between the earth and the ether. You can even weaponize your wardrobe. When you put on a blue shirt or a blue scarf, do it with intention. Say to yourself, "I am putting on the cloak of Michael." Suddenly, your clothing isn't just fabric, it's armor. It's a constant, tactile reminder that you are covered. These 5 keys, prayer, visualization, sigils, sonic vibration, and physical anchors, form the complete code. It's a system, and like any system, it works best when you work it consistently. So, let's not just talk about it. Let's activate it. Right now, wherever you are, I want you to stop multitasking for just 10 seconds. We are going to receive a direct blessing. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and empty your lungs completely. Beloved Archangel Michael, we call upon your presence now. We ask you to descend into the space of every person listening to this voice. Unfurl your wings of sapphire light around them. Construct a fortress of peace that no fear can breach. Raise your sword of truth and cut away the ropes of anxiety, the chains of the past, and the heavy blankets of depression. Let them fall away. Fill the void with your courage. Let them feel, physically, that they are not fighting this battle alone. Let them know that they are watched over, they are guided, and they are infinitely loved. We lock this protection in now. And so it is. If you felt that shift, if you felt that sudden lightness, do not let it fade. Anchor it right now. Go down to the comments and type "Michael's shield protects me." Make it a physical declaration. By typing it, you are grounding that energy into the physical world. Subscribe to stay connected to this high-frequency community. Share this with someone who needs a warrior in their corner. And remember, the code is simple, but the protection is absolute. You are safe.